Thank you so much for watching this inclusion video series. The purpose of this inclusion video series is to help teachers, parents, and coaches include children with visual impairments in after-school sports and in physical education. We would like to thank the Lavelle Foundation, the College at Brockport, Campabilities, and the Institute on Movement Studies for Individuals with Visual Impairments for their support for this video series.
Welcome to our video on how to include individuals with visual impairments into inclusive swim classes and teams. In this video, you will meet several athletes with visual impairments who are successful swimmers and teammates. You will learn teaching strategies and accommodations, equipment adaptations, appropriate environment modifications, and valuable resources. Let's start by meeting Martha.
Hello, my name is Martha Ruther and I'm a 2016 Rio Paralympic Games Paralympian. I have been competitively swimming for 12 years and 6 out of those 12 years were in high school. These adaptations and techniques shown in this video were extremely helpful in my early stages of my career to help me understand how to adapt my swimming later and to help me communicate better with my coaches. I hope you enjoy.
Hi Coach, I'm Addie. I'm really excited to be on the swim team and I'm a very good swimmer.
Hi Addie, I'm really glad that you want to try out for the swim team, but I have to learn how to make you the best swimmer first.
If a student with visual impairment, blindness, or deafblindness is interested in joining your swim team, take the dive to embrace inclusiveness and allow the student, the rest of the team, and yourself the opportunity to learn together. As a swim coach, you have many questions, including how will our student Addie do any of the workouts or be in the swim meets if she can't see the workout sheets or the lane lines? Relax, Addie and her friends are happy to show you. Orientation and mobility in the aquatic environment. To learn navigation from the locker room and around the pool deck, Addie's orientation and mobility instructor suggested that they make a tactile map of the pool deck so she would have an overall view of the environment. To learn the route, they place mats from the locker room to the ladder. Once learned, they can remove the mats. On the pool deck, Addie identifies ladders, pool drop-offs, and unpredictable items frequently in the way, such as goggles, pull buoys, or kickboards. She discovers where the lifeguard sits and learns to identify life-saving gear. Addie shorelines the edge of the pool, which means that every time she sweeps her cane, it touches the edge of the pool. Addie trails her cane along the pool edge to lane 1. Outside lanes are easiest to find, but some swimmers prefer inside lanes which are free of hardscape obstacles such as protruding ladders. Swimmers can count starting blocks or lane lines to a designated lane. Instructional strategies for skill development. Pre-teaching on deck. Whether on the deck or in the pool, always combine the chosen instructional strategies with clear, concise, and respectful verbal instruction. Our coach here predominantly uses verbal instruction with minimal physical guidance to introduce arm and face positioning when using a kickboard. Leg position can be taught using a bench. Breaststroke is extremely difficult to demonstrate in the water. On the pool deck, coaches and peers can tactile model breaststroke by lying prone on an exercise ball. To teach the correct arm movement for sculling water, use co-active movement. Start by having the swimmer feel the instructor or peer, then slowly fade touch cues. Transfer this skill to the water. Instructional strategies for skill development. Pre-teaching in pool. Peers can be teaching partners, as shown here using coactive movement for backstroke arms. Use coactive movement to practice form on backstroke legs. First position the student's back flat against the pool wall. The student practices kicking with straight legs by moving in tandem with a partner, her left leg touching the partner's right leg. For a swimmer with a dual sensory impairment, small gym mats and lifeguard rescue tubes are useful props for a swimmer and intervener to lean on if they need to stop and exchange information while in the deep end. For example, if an intervener has to give tactile signing about how to improve a skill, it is impossible to do that and hold the side or tread water. Access to practice schedules. It is a good policy to send each day's practice in advance to all team members. Students with visual impairments can access the practice on their phones using a screen reader. A low-tech option is to type the practice in a sans serif, bold type font in the point size needed for your student. If sent the night before, the student can print it out and then stick it to a wet kickboard to keep on the pool deck. Here are some additional orientation strategies to use in the pool. As stated earlier, many swimmers with visual impairment prefer to swim in outside lanes, particularly if those lanes have recessed steps for getting in and out of the pool. However, many pools have ladders that extend into the lane. If this is the case at your pool, suggest the swimmer choose an interior lane. Here are some suggestions. Our swimmer here squares his shoulders to the pool wall and places both feet evenly on the wall. This helps him push off the wall in a straight line. To practice swimming straight, we see our swimmer occasionally perform a light finger touch to the lane line when her arm prepares to leave the water. This helps her to keep her orientation. Watch again. She does not push off the line, which is against competition rules. A breaststroke swimmer can periodically perform a light finger touch using the right arm. Sweep the tip of the finger just as the arm begins to return to breast position. Directional cues such as tapping a cone to the side of the pool or clapping hands not only helps the swimmer directionally, it lets her know the end of the pool is close. Many swimmers have a person on each end of the pool holding a wooden dowel about the size of a broomstick with a tennis ball or portion of a pool noodle attached to the end. The tappers tap the top of the head or between the shoulder blades, depending on the swimmer's preference, to let the swimmer know it is time to extend an arm to reach for the wall or to designate it is time to flip turn and push off the wall. If you can designate one lane for the swimmer, use the Adapt Tap, which is a lane navigation system for swimmers who are blind. It is important to know what accommodations are allowed in competition. It is recommended to let the head official of a swim meet and other coaches know if a swimmer needs an accommodation prior to the start of the meet. This courtesy benefits the swimmer and allows for a smooth running meet, which helps all involved. Swimmers with VI may have assistance to the diving block or to the starting edge of the pool. In competition, it is beneficial that coaches are the tappers, since they know the athlete best. Tappers may not encourage or coach, only instruct regarding surroundings. A suggestion is to have the swimmer with visual impairment or deaf blindness be the first leg of the relay team. If your swimmer is interested in swimming in local competitions or on the national and international level, the United States Association for Blind Athletes provides information on techniques, training, accommodations, and equipment on their website. They outline the official vision-specific swimming classifications. Acceptance and full inclusion result from embracing all differences and comes from the tone set by the coach and supporting members of leadership, including the team captains. It is the coach's responsibility to set the tone by expecting their swimmers with visual impairment to meet the same challenges as all teammates, treating everyone equally, and setting a no-bullying web of kindness throughout the entire team. Emotional safety is as important as physical safety. Coaches are role models. The American Foundation for the Blind website has excellent information on this topic. Thank you for watching this video and learning about including students with visual impairments in swimming. Athletes with visual impairments should be welcomed into physical education classes and aquatic programs. When you make appropriate accommodations and use the strategies shown in this video, You will help all your athletes reach their full potential.
Hi, my name is Sean, and I live in New York, and I'm going into 6th grade. I learned to swim at camp. I went home, and I really wanted to be on our town swim team. So I talked to the coach, and he said that he would try to figure out something like how we could adapt the strokes. And I'm now on the club swim team, and it's really fun, and I feel like every person, whether or not they have a ton of vision or no vision at all, they should all be able to be on the same swim team together, because it's a lot of fun and it's good exercise for people, and everybody needs exercise. So, and also they're equal, so everybody can pretty much do the same thing if they put their mind to it.
Support for this video provided by the Lavelle Fund for the Blind, the College at Brockport, Campabilities, the Institute for Movement Studies for Individuals with Visual Impairments, and the American Printing House for the Blind. Special thanks to all the talent who made this video possible. Executive Producer, Dr. Lauren J. Lieberman. Content Specialist and Scriptwriters, Dr. Monica Lepore, Dr. Pamela Highback Beach, Tristan Pierce, Martha Ruther. Narrator, Ruth Childs. Video Producer, Anne M. Giralico Perlman.